Yeah, like, let's say you have a flaw, you have a shortcoming, something that's wrong with you, yeah? And you know that it's wrong with you. Just because you haven't changed it yet doesn't mean you're not aware of it. Like, a lot of things are hard to change. And I know I'm like this. This is wrong with me. And it's not like it's wrong with me because I don't know. But even when you know, you still sometimes can't fix it. But at least I know that I'm like this. So then you can operate around that. You can be like, cool, I know in this situation I always fuck up. So let me just try and go around it this way instead so I don't run into that same barrier. Boom! Yeah!
He said it better than I said it. 100%. 100%. I believe that you hit the nail on the head with that. I think the thing is with self-awareness though, is that even though you know these things are happening to you, and I'm glad that you touched on that, yeah, because if you didn't touch on that, it's like people always think that everyone's perfect.
They think when they hear self-awareness, they think it's you.
It's not even that. You see that holding accountability is a big part of it, innit?
Yeah.
So if you're not holding accountability, then you can't tackle these problems. And I think people think, people just know how to fix it straight away. And there's a lot of people who don't know that sometimes this is subconsciously.
Yeah.
That you know what you're doing wrong, but you're not doing it right still. And then you get conscious of it. And then once you get conscious of it, you practice not to do it. And
then you can start to change it, yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
Practice alone will put you in a position where you can start to build on working the strength on that lack of trait or characteristic.
Yeah.
I remember when I was saying to you about a couple of days or a couple of weeks ago, I was telling you about that, the difference between characteristics and traits. Traits are more like smaller, built up things that you do and they turn into characteristics.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
Do you know, these are habits. Do you know
yeah,
what I'm saying
but it's not become part of your, like,
character. Right, so it's not part of your character yet, but if you was to do, I don't know, if you used to keep on lying, there's 9 times out of 10 in your character you would be a liar, like, or you'd be, do you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, it starts off where you're not a liar, but you start lying a little bit, and then it becomes a habit, and now you're a liar.
It's stuck in you. You can't even get it out of you. Do you know what I mean? Because
then it's
engraved in you. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think that's the biggest point, that everyone needs to know that everyone's going through that same hustle with themselves, and it's okay to be learning. It's okay to not get it right the first time and fix it. Some people are sitting there probably thinking, like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I fix this? I don't want this habit. I don't want this. Practice makes perfect.
It's going to come when you keep working on it.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. With that said...
So that was on the boundaries. So we started off with self-awareness.
Self-awareness, sure. You want to talk... I mean, with the boundaries come from self-awareness. And I think you need to set boundaries when people are not aware of yourself and when you are. So, like, you understand, like, you don't like... Say, like, for example, you don't like your hair touched.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just for
That's
example.
a personal thing, yeah.
Yeah, you don't like your hair touched and your girl's trying to touch your hair and you're like, babe, stop that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's like a boundary, basically.
Do you know what I'm saying to you? That's a boundary you're setting because you're like, you know that you don't like your hair touched. Do you know what I'm saying to you? And I think it's important to set them boundaries there, because them boundaries there, they're the things that make people get to know you. Your family gets to know you, because your family might not be saying nothing. Oh, don't do that to him though, because he don't like that.
Yeah, that's just you as a person.
Or your mum might be like, don't feed him that because he don't like them.
I don't like coriander. Don't
Don't put that. Do you not like coriander?
Bro, really? I don't like it.
You don't.
You like coriander?
What's nothing wrong with coriander, blood?
Yeah, no, there's not. I just think it tastes
like a real
mad.
herb.
Like, it takes over.
Herby, innit?
Like, if there's a little bit of coriander in there, I'll taste it instantly.
I had some of my food yesterday and hardly tasted it, bro.
Really? To be fair, if it's a bit in there and it's cooked, it can slide.
Yeah, it can slide.
But if it's like, you know, when it's raw and they're putting it on top,
there's
too much.
It's too much for you. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. These are different in tastes as well, isn't it? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and again, it's your boundaries. What did you want to touch on boundaries? Did you want to touch on anything else?
No, I'm not sure. Or, you know, with the boundaries, I just think it's kind of interesting, like, how you're saying it comes from self-awareness, right? And I agree with that. Like, if you're going to set a real boundary for who you are, you have to know yourself.
Yes.
But people still set boundaries even without knowing themselves.
Give me an example.
Like, you know when people just like think, oh, don't do... Like, it's weird. They might have been setting a boundary their whole life, and then sort of start to understand themselves better and realise, why was I setting that boundary? I was maybe setting that boundary to, like, fill some gap in my, like, let's say, I'm trying to think of an example. Let's say, yeah. Oh, no. Let's say let's say there's an example where someone talks to you a certain way, yeah, and then you're setting a boundary and you're saying to them, "Don't talk to me like that." But maybe what they said wasn't like outright a violation, because obviously there's certain ways that you can't really talk to anyone. But it's just something that rubs that person the wrong way by how they feel,
almost subconsciously.
Yeah. So yeah, and then they're saying, "Don't talk to me like that." But as they start to know themselves better and become more self-aware, they realise that this is an insecurity in them. And once they start to learn that insecurity better, then they start thinking, you know what, I don't need this boundary. Like, I was getting mad at people for saying this when actually it's not even like...
It's not even them, it's more a me thing.
Yeah, and then they might start
and then it becomes... When self-awareness actually does the reverse. Remember what I said to you? Every reverse has a rule. Every rule has a reverse.
But that's why I think that's why it's true when you're saying about the self-awareness, because that means you set the boundaries straight where they're supposed to be for you.
It's
obviously.
natural.
It's different for everyone, but you're still setting your boundaries.
That's setting a boundary for yourself, yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. You brought a new perspective on that for me. Yeah, that's cold.
That was a good one.
That's cold. Well, I want to touch on the next one, which is friends, associates, families, and strangers.
Ooh.
So boundaries and self-awareness comes in.
The associates one is funny. I can already tell.
Boy, it's real, isn't it? You meet people in your life that you don't necessarily trust or want to be around, but
they are an associate.
Yeah, you're working with them. You know what I'm saying to you? You've almost got to have a friendly conversation with.
You've got to be civilized.
With a person who you don't quite know. I mean, they could have bodies at home underneath the basement, and you're going to work with them. Have you seen Human Centipede?
Oh no, that one fucked.
Right, we should bring a clip. We're gonna bring a clip of that
Get
up on the end.
Yeah. You don't even know who's on that.
I'll bring it up now.
These people will be doing that, and you wouldn't even know.
Wait, let's get it up now, and then obviously we'll put it up on the edit after. You got the volume on the TV, yeah?
Yeah.
Don't put the volume on yet. Let me get it. Human Centipede 2. One of them weird slayers. 2. Let's see if we can get the ending of it. Right, we don't want nothing massively long. Right.
No, but you know what I got out of that conversation? I feel like self-awareness is always going in your favour. Everything you do is like revolves around self-awareness.
Everything you do goes around self-awareness.
Because everything you do, it's you who's doing it. So in order for you to do it, you have to understand what you is, like what are you dealing with.
Yeah, of course, when you're dealing with people, especially when it comes to like family, friends,
and associates,
100%. Like you have to, all the roles around that. Oh wait, sorry, I just done the wrong one. Right, look, if you see this guy here, yeah, I'm gonna put it on now. I don't want to screen now.
Hey, I hope you're not time wasting.
Yeah, these Human Centipede people.
I mean, if you see this guy here, like you will see it when we put it on edit. This guy's just some normal fat guy who works as a security guard. And yeah, we can. That's coming up now. Look, there it is. Give it some volume. Big up the director for this, by the way, as well. Absolutely brilliant film. A bit twisted, you're a bit messed in the head. I'm not
you're a bit mad, isn't it?
Brilliant film, man. So you see the security guy here. You see it.
Keeps on talking about a centipede with 12 people.
We might even just.
So it's him who does it. He's the one who starts.
He's the normal security guard, but at home he's got like 3 or 4 people tied to each other from the rear end to the front end. So
maybe
right side
this is so weird. Look at his eyeballs.
And to think that this normal guy is behaving like this in the dark. And this is what I mean by associates. Like, you don't know who you're dealing with. You could be literally dealing with an absolute
Human centipede.
owner.
Yeah, not the actual.
owner.
If it was a human centipede, you would see it.
Yeah, you'd know.
You would
that.
know.
But look at him, look.
You've been talking about one digestive system. This unperverted film you've been talking about.
He's looking at her like, you can join it as well. This is tapped.
I mean, they must have researched to see if it would literally.
What if they could actually do it in real
It
life?
must have been medically checked. But the point I'm making, I mean, look, you can pause that now. I mean, the point I'm making is that associates are really strange. It's a strange thing to deal with, because you have to work with someone you don't know and don't want to get to know, but you have to deal with them.
Yeah, because you have that thing where you're like, you don't actually want to get to know them.
No,
Some of them you might want to after a little while, but let's say for this one,
well, that's how you become friends, right?
yeah, you start off. But some people you can tell you don't want to become friends with them. 'Cause
No,
you're
but
like,
that's what I mean by more
Then
associate.
that's when they're associate, innit?
Yeah, associates. I think associates fall more into the. You don't really want to go further. You don't
You
even
don't
want
want
to
it to
know.
be friends
You don't
with
want to
them,
know
yeah.
more about them. You know, when they tell you like, I like ice cream. You're like, all right, John, mate. You like ice cream.
He was just, do you not like
That's
ice
good,
cream?
dude. That's
I like
good
ice
stuff,
cream.
bro. You get me? I don't even mean it disrespectfully either, but man, I'm a nice guy, you know. But listen, sometimes I don't want to know. Sometimes I don't want to know.
Yeah, no, I hear that though, yeah, when someone's telling you bare shit and you're just like,
You're like, come on, give it a rest, mate.
give it a rest.
Happens to me in nightclubs a lot. I don't know, I always get some little weirdo that wants to tell me everything. And he's like, yeah, what's this?
yeah.
I'm like, come on, I'm in the garden, like, I can't wait
You're
to
trying to-
finish my fag. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
see you later, mate. Yeah, nice to meet ya.
Yeah, that's
I hear
associate.
yeah, some woman. She came to see me at a club the other day, yeah. We've gone to some little club in it, yeah. We meant to all go home, but we thought, let's have another one more drink in it. So we've gone to this little club place, little pub club thing. And I've gone there, and I've gone outside in the garden, and they're asking me a couple of questions, and I've told them probably a bit too much. They're like, oh, you're a very interesting person. You know, like,
Yeah.
so I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go. And then she's come out, she spoke to me, she's really interested now, and I'm giving her some
She's
information, I'm
trying
giving
to
her some
get-
game.
oh, no.
Nah, she works right, she's cool, she had a boyfriend there.
Oh.
And her boyfriend come out, but he's French, and he's like, oh, I don't know. And,
You didn't have a clue.
it just got, and you know, them two friends come out, and it was even weirder, and I said, nah, this is not my people. This is
Yeah,
not my
now
clan.
all of a
This-
sudden you're in that group,
I'm
but
in
there's
a-
only that one person.
Yeah, that one person was alright, but then the clan was almost like, you get me?
Now you're mixed in with them.
Yeah,
and it looks
you don't
like you're
even know
part of-
where you are. You got
yeah.
them, you got one that knows about something that you know about. You got two that don't know nothing, but they want to know everything about it. So you want me? I got someone I'm telling mid-range some information. I got someone I'm telling on the start of it. I got someone that doesn't know completely even know what I'm saying because he's French. So that the dynamics is so crazy. About we're all here enjoying ourselves at one place and being friendly.
Yeah.
So that's the associate.
That's associate.
And that's where the boundaries come in and the self-awareness. Because I'm so self-aware of myself, I can drop my information and keep it moving. Like, no, this is not going well for me. I need to keep it stepping in it. Like,
Yeah, when there's too many associates.
yeah, because we're not gelling like we need to, and it's not because of chemistry. And it's different points of interest. Like some people want to learn, some people want to be existing, do what they're doing, have fun. Like everyone's got their own perception on life and how they want to live in it, and that's again self-awareness.
Yeah.
What about friends and family?
Friends and family. That's an interesting one because, yeah, I feel like I kind of was debating where the line between associates and friends is. Like, before we had this conversation, I never used to call them associates, but I just used to think of them as those people that I know, like, I'm friendly with them, but they're not, I don't know if they're my friend. But then I'm like, are they my friend? Because sometimes we get along really well, like, we had some real conversations.
A lot of associates friends.
Yeah, and it's like, I start to
associate
see them, I'm like, you kind of are a friend to me, even if I don't fully trust you, like, you know what I mean? We're not close friends like that, but then I guess, I do actually like you. Like, I actually like you as a
okay.
person. We actually get along well with you.
Yeah.
Because you're saying with the associates, they're the people that you have to kind of do it with.
You have to.
But you don't actually want. You don't
I get
actually
you. It's
feel
a borderline. There's a cross border.
It is it's a grey area, I think.
Yeah.
But like a lot of friends, like just because I might call someone my friend, and to me, I'll see them as like a friend, but not like I'm fully trusting you with
my life. Or
and then I might have certain friends that I will call family. Like I'll say they're literally family to me. Like.
This is what I was gonna say to you. Like, what is family? What do
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that to you the next.
Yeah, man.
What is actual family? What do we consider family? Is it loyalty? Is it love? Or is it?
You know what? I heard someone say this where it's like friends come and go, but family stays the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if they're a friend that doesn't come and go and they're always there and they will always be there, then
it's
they
unconditional.
It's exactly. It's unconditional.
Okay.
Then I think they can make the family cut. And the same way you might, but then also you got your blood family.
Yeah.
They're not really. If they're all coming and going.
Well, they're not. But they can't dissociate
depends.
themselves as family because of
Because
blood.
you're actually biologically family.
Well, actually, no, I don't agree with that. Even though, like, biologically you're family, I've got some family members that I don't feel are family no more. Like,
yeah. Like, it gets that deep still.
Yeah. It gets cold still. And I would literally not care if anything happened to them. Not about anything, but like I couldn't hear that they got killed or something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to wish death on no one, but I mean, like, it comes to a point where it's like,
it's neither here nor
no
there. Like,
way
your life
you
is
could
your
ring
life.
off. You could be homeless. I wouldn't give a monkey. That's your business.
Yeah, bro. And that's like, so then even if they're blood related, you wouldn't see them as family.
So family is just a word, really. I mean, biologically family or non-family. It's two different things. What about strangers? So there's a lot of boundaries and a lot of fucking self-awareness that you need to be dealing with strangers, bud. Because strangers ain't associates, bro.
They're not even.
Mate, someone said to me the other day, he goes, I can't remember who it was, but I'll remember later. They said that I've got a big thing about people touching me, strangers touching me. Strangers touch me a lot. And I was like, that's mad.
Like, in what way, though? Like,
I don't know if it was
like
someone that worked in a school or something. I can't remember. Who I was talking to, but they said a lot of people get my personal space with my work.
Yeah, I think that's
basically
something. To be honest, I'm a bit like that as well. Like, someone that I don't know like that. When they even just put their hand on you just on a casual one, it's a bit like...
a bit much, isn't it?
Like,
what are you doing? You're in my space.
Oh, yeah. No, I've had that before, to be honest.
Yeah, you need to be a swear with strangers. Just know, if I become famous, you don't put your hands on me, understand? Yeah.
Gotta let them know now.
Right there.
Yeah, you can't say we didn't tell you.
I'm telling you right now. Keep away from me and Avia. We're not on all that. Alright, let's just go into our last one, because we spoke about it earlier, and this is about character. And I'm not talking about traits in character. I'm talking about your actual character.
What do you stand for?
Yeah. What would you say one thing in your character that you think is quite a common denominator, or something that you feel is something that a lot of people share, but you hold tight to you?
That's a tough one. I can't lie.
Right,
I have
shall I
to think
start?
about that.
You think about
Or do you want to? Do you have one?
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah, go on.
I feel like in my
Ready to
character.
say that when you're like,
sorry, yeah.
He's like, let me let this out one.
Because of this way. Because I'm thinking like it makes me feel strong when I say this. Like
100.
Like
this is me.
Yeah, I think with my character, I think it's very important that I come across as humble. Like I don't like to be too overbearing on people. Like I like to be quite high, quite. Oh my gosh, you're gonna hate me. I've not been recording.
Oh, nice, calm, bro. You know what? Yeah, we still practice the combo.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
I've got it all on the cameras, so we can use the camera footage for now, innit?
Yeah.
But we missed the mics, innit?
That's cool.
But if you haven't heard, we've gone through boundaries, self-awareness, friends. There's a little bit. It might have just cut off, so we don't know.
Family and associates and all that.
Yeah, we went through some of that stuff, and we're going through character now, and what makes character, and what we appreciate in us as character. And I feel like character is something that you hold naturally. because of your beliefs, thoughts, and what you've practiced and what you've heard growing up. So a lot of that comes from family. Like, a lot of the times your family will be like, they'll teach you loads of things when you're young, and you'll see if your mum and dad do things, and then you'll hold that within yourself. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Like saying please, thank you, whatever, having manners. But me personally, myself, I hold that strength of humbleness. And if anyone steps on that, I'm quite happy to jackal and hide it. Do you know what I'm saying?
What, just go miss the hide on them?
You're gonna see the wrath. Like, you're not listening. You're not listening to you. Like, you're not listening to my politeness. Then I'm gonna show you my rudeness. It's like the left and the right hand of God to me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To you? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like everybody deserves a chance, but when they abuse that, then you have to go and show them that you're not. You know, thinking. I hold that tight to my chest. I don't know where I get that from. I think I get that from my granddad, because my granddad's an army man, and he was always a very quiet man and stuff like that. But when you pissed him off, like, you could really see him lose his rag. You know what I'm saying to you? And that made me who I am. Even things like being a builder and a man's man. A lot of people see me as quite like in the middle, because as I've got older, I've learned to embrace like my more intelligent side and my intellectual side, and having better convos and using better words to describe how I'm feeling or thinking. But I've always been a man's man, so like things like I can build my own stuff. I can go and source something, like
physically, just fix things.
We're doing that, you know what I'm saying?
Like
to you?
DIY.
Yeah, that's made me a very strong character. Like, I think people are very intimidated by that sometimes, having a strong character, because having a strong character means you've had a lot of experience, or you've paid attention to the craft. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Like,
yeah. No, I get that still.
Do you think anything about your character?
Yeah, I'm thinking, like,
I can give you one for you. What are you thinking?
Yeah, what are you thinking?
I think you're very persistent. You're very strong. Like, the way you get up, you go do your Muay Thai. You go and do your working. You do 2 jobs. Like, that's strength there. And you're just like a machine with that stuff. You know what I mean?
Love, bro. Come on. I wasn't gonna say that one, but I hear that one still.
It's a very strong characteristic, man. You're the kind of person that I'll be running the marathon with you. I'll be like, nah, I'm done, man. Fuck this, and you'll be like, Steph, come look, I'm doing it.
They don't know me, son.
Like, just keep going. You get me? Because sometimes I think about, like, today you was a little bit off, but I think that's because you've been around people that
I was a bit tired.
Don't respect your character enough, and that means that you have to almost be like outlandish a little bit, like, fuck them, I'm gonna be me, innit? Like, I don't care about you lot. Do you know what I'm saying to you? And when you're like that, you almost become like semi-ignorant to what other people are saying. Where normally your attention to detail is quite on point. Now, sometimes I'm about to finish my sentence and you will say like what needs to be done, and I'm like, bro, where's this guy been? I finished the sentence for you. Yeah, you know what you're talking about. Like, it's not like I'm just saying it and then you're trying to guess it. And you don't know
if I'm getting it or not. You exactly.
Can tell you always give me an affirmation or a confirmation that you know what you're talking about, which means we don't have to go out really and do the lesson again. Do you know what I mean? Now I know you know it, even if you're not doing it. I know that you know. At least I'm
aware of it,
So I can keep reminding you that, yo, discipline. Like I said, when I was going to get drunk the other day, and you was like, no, you're on antibiotics, don't get drunk.
Yeah, man.
Dummy right there, you get me? That was noble, you know what I'm saying to you? And that one day gave me enough time to recover. Do you know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, you needed that one.
Yeah, and I'm here for you like that as well, my bro.
I love it.
It's been real out here, you get me?
Trust me.
But yeah, man, character's a lot, man. I think character will carry you a long way. Have you thought of anything about yourself that you like?
Yeah, I was thinking, like, I feel like I'm quite big on like taking responsibility, like understanding when there's a responsibility on me. Like, sometimes you can just be like almost ignorant of the fact that you do have a responsibility and just be doing anything and like it doesn't matter because you're thinking, oh, it doesn't actually affect anyone else, but it does though.
It's affecting you as well.
Exactly. See, this is the thing, like a responsibility of like, oh, if I'm doing shit that is affecting me negatively, it's more than just me trying to be better for myself. It's actually rubbing off on people that I actually care about.
In the long run,
so like I'm doing shit that's affecting me, but it's not affecting me, it's affecting them as well. Because it's affecting my interactions with them. So I actually have a responsibility to be the best version of myself. It's not even...
That's deep.
It's not even like I'm doing it for me.
Visual, you know?
It's not even like I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for them.
It's
for the cause.
It's for the cause, yeah. See, I didn't even. He's right, you know. Nah, it wasn't even just for them. It is just for the cause, isn't it? Like,
Literally,
it is literally for the cause.
This is what it is. This is
Yeah,
why we named it
that's the character. I was just say the cause,
This
isn't
is
it?
why man's named it the community.
I should have just said that. I should have just been like, what's
Yeah, the
character about me?
cause.
Down for the cause.
Bro, listen. This is the community outpost, and if you don't know, you better get to know, blood.
Come on.
We're gonna wrap this up right now. You get me? But this is the trailer. You know what I'm saying to you? We ain't letting this go. Like, we're gonna help you people, innit? We're gonna help you understand yourself. There's no humiliation in learning. You know what I'm saying to you? When we learning, we
That's
growing.
a big one.
You got to take accountability for your actions. You know what I mean? And that's what helps us grow. And we're here to help each other as a community. Yeah, make sure you log into the community outpost. You got anything else to add?
No, that was good, man.
Well, I've been
That was a good
Ego,
session.
and this is Av.
Hey.
Yeah, and just look after each other.
Yeah. That was cold.